I'm Mrs. Q, and welcome to my YouTube channel. First of all, I'd like to thank all my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. That means you like my videos. And if you like my videos and haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting on? Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get more of me, Mrs. Q, and my silent but currently barking co-host, CJ. Yeah, he thinks somebody outside. But anyway, I hope everyone is having a blessed evening today. Excuse me. Oh, I had to run up in here, child. Traffic was horrible. Lord, I've been working and the headphones be messing with my dude. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna give a few minutes for everybody to come on in the room. We're gonna get started real soon. Oh, come on in the room. Let's see who's in the chat so far. Hi, Carmen Hawkins. Nice to see you, sis. Hi, Ingrid Scott. Thanks for coming. Hi, Kaylin G. Hi, Samara Robson. Thank you, ladies, for coming. Appreciate you. Hi, Keisha M. Thanks for coming. Hi, Susan R. Thank you for coming. Hi, Sissy Laura Swayzer. Y'all say hi to my sissy. Hi. Hi, Emerald Gold. Long time no see. Thanks for coming. Hi, Samantha Cox. Come on in. Come on in. Thank you for coming. Hi, the Closet Dive, my favorite enabler. How you doing? Thanks for coming. That's Mr. Q. That's why CJ was barking. You know him. Hi, the first fairy. Let me see who else is here. Hi, Kaylin G. Thanks for coming, ladies. Thank you for coming. Come on in. Come on in. It is 7:38 Central Standard Time. I fought traffic, but I'm here. I don't know what's been going on with traffic lately, but it has been horrible. Okay. I hope everyone is having a blessed day today. I don't know what I did with my bag. Um, Bag of the day was my coach. Um, oh Lord, what was that bag? Well, I took pictures. Last, my husband know he be spoiling CJ some tip. Anyway, um, where is it? Okay, I forgot what this bag is called, but it is one of my favorite bags. It is a Coach. It is a hobo. It's a hobo. It's a hobo. It's a hobo. Okay. So yes, help me out, somebody. I know y'all out there know that nice pebble glove tan leather. Oh, and it smells so divine. I love this one because you could take the center part out and you can make it a smaller bag. Thank you, Keisha M, the bandit hobo. Yes, you can take that smaller part from the middle, and you know, like if I want to come go lunch and don't want to carry my full purse, I just take the middle out and keep it moving, keep it cute. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I don't care who says you can't wear white after Labor Day. Whatever. Hi, Lucinda Quimbley. They don't know me. I wear what I want to wear. Long as it coordinates, it's all good. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I love it. And at one point, I was going to sell it, but then I was like, no. Y'all know how they go, hey, baby. Anyway, so I am so glad y'all joining me. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button for this video. If y'all liking For Real Talk Tuesday with your girl, Mrs. Q, for real, for real. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, okay, some people take offense to being called auntie. Well, heck, I don't, because I am somebody's auntie. For real. Okay, I'm a few somebody's auntie. All right. So I don't take offense to it because, I'm a sophisticated lady. I've always been, my nephew's been known as the cool aunt because, for real, because I keep up with the ladies, and if I'm buying them gifts, I try to get them, something I know that they'll enjoy. Um, Usually I ask the parents, or I get them something educational. I believe in buying educational stuff, or something that they need. Um, but for the most part, I try to talk to my nieces and nephews. I don't have that many nieces. I have one. Okay, so basically one. I ain't even try. Hi, Lucinda Quimbley. So yeah. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Basically, I always know what the latest fashion is. Hi, Carla Long Bean. And that's where the sneaks come in. Now, I told y'all in one of my videos that I am a former sneakerhead. Now, some of y'all know what that means. Some of y'all are just clueless and be like, "What is that? Does that mean? What does that mean? Does she wear sneakers on her head or something?" I don't know. But it's like this here. Sneakers is a culture, okay? When I was growing up, basically one of the things that was in style, we go through phases with fashion, style, and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And when I was coming up, one of the things that had to be fresh, had to be clean was your sneakers. Okay? Some of us call them tennis shoes. I'm just saying, some of us call them sneakers, some of us call them tennis shoes. You know what I'm saying? So basically, the culture has evolved. There are some people that are so into this thing to whereas if you bring the subject up, they can talk to you for an hour straight. For real, for real. My nephew used to be like that, but he's older now. He's an adult now. He still, he still has some of his collection that he once had, but now that he's older, he has a family. He doesn't really buy shoes like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So you know how what that verse in the Bible says, put away childish things and whatever. But I'm here to tell y'all, sneakerhead culture is not for kids, okay? Or shall I say, it's not just for kids, okay? Just like those um, gaming systems, even though they're geared toward kids, we already know they're for adults. What kid can afford a $500 and some gaming system? Exactly. Unless you on stage performing with your brothers. You know what I'm saying? You can't afford no 500. Normally, big gifts like that is when you get them at Christmas or for your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Hi, I'm Purse Happy too. Thanks for joining. So, I'm here to let y'all know that sneaker culture is still alive and well. Now, one of the things I sometimes talk to my younger nephew about, because I know he loves, is shoes. He was so shocked this one time I came and I picked him up. Me and my husband picked him up, and we took him to Foot Locker because I had bought him a gift card. And he was like, "So, Amy, which ones you think is cooler? Oh, you don't know about these." I'm like, "Boy, them J's. What are you talking about? Sixes." He was like, "Exactly." He didn't think I knew what they were. For real, for real. Like I told him, "Boy, I was wearing Jordans before you was even a twinkle in your daddy's eye." Okay? Matter of fact, my history with sneakers is as such. Okay? So when I was growing up, and trust me, you're gonna hear a lot of people say this. When I was growing up, um, after my grandma died, I wasn't really interested in a lot of stuff as far as dressing, fashion, whatever. I always knew we just dressed nice. We looked presentable. We were clean. We were neat. You know what I'm saying? And when I got to, I want to say high school, that's when it started. Okay, I didn't really care much for tennis shoes until the 10th grade. And my first pair of sneakers was some capers that my cousin, shout out to my cousin Sabrina, hey girl, she gave me her old capers because they were too big for her. And I had never had any shoes. I had never had any expensive sneakers. I mean, only thing I had was like some canvas kids. You know what I'm saying? I remember having some. I think they were called kangaroos. They came from Kmart. Like I said, I wasn't into all of that until the 10th grade, and that's when I started paying attention. So my first pair was a pair of capers, and you used to could take the little things out the side. They looked like triangles, but they was to the side like they were pointing, and you could take those out and change the colors to match your outfits. See, that's where the coordination came from. Okay, so I've been coordinating since. Just let's just say. So anyway, my second pair was a pair of Deodoras. I got me a job. My mama told me I couldn't work, but honey, you couldn't tell me anything because my mama said if you want them expensive shoes, you need to get you a job. So that summer, when I turned 14, I was old enough to work. I got me a job, a summer job, and my first pair of shoes that I bought was a pair of Deodoras. Some of y'all like, what in the world is that? Some of y'all's like, oh man, she taking me back. You want me to take you back even further? My very, very first pair of name brand shoes, sneakers, I call them sneakers, was a pair of Chuck Taylors. A cream pair of Chuck Taylors. I got them for my 8th birthday. My Uncle Henry bought them for me because I used to like to play basketball. I was a tomboy. I know some of y'all can still tell. I was a tomboy. You know what I'm saying? I could roll with the best of them. And one of the things back then, back in the 70s, you know what I'm saying, coming up, if you played basketball, the shoe was a high top or a Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor was supposed to be the best, okay? So if you played, Chuck Taylor's was it. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So that was my very, very, very first pair, and I got a pair for my birthday every year. My uncle bought me a pair every year until I was 11. Because after that, he said, you need to start acting like a young lady. Yes, Chuck Taylors were made by Converse. For those of y'all don't know, some of y'all have heard of Converse because they're still around. Okay? And Chuck Taylors are still around. Now they make them in different styles. I mean, colors. Anyway, so my second pair was a pair of Deodoras. They was like a baby blue and yellow. Blue has always been my favorite color. I'm just saying, for real, for real. So I remember in the meantime, in between time, I'm trying to remember what pair of shoes I had in between them. I had some K Swiss after that. I love K Swiss, a classic white K Swiss. That's what I wore. Okay, if I wanted them, I had to buy them myself. Then one year, I've always been. The school I went to was known for fashion. If you went there, if you dressed, you was in with the cool kids. Okay, it's like you didn't wear your brand new stuff on the first day unless you was a freshman. You didn't wear your brand new kicks. The only thing you didn't wear your brand new kicks, brand new anything on the first day. If you did wear something on the first day that was brand new, it had to be like jewelry. You don't wear your brand new stuff on the first day. For real, for real. So this one year, I watched The on TV, I'm trying to remember where I was. I want to say I was at my brother's dad's house, and the NBA. It was like they have the All Star weekend, but then they have little events leading up to the big game. And I want to say no, we had just got home from his house, and I remember my mom told me to wash the dishes instead of watching TV. So I caught myself sneaking to watch TV. Honey, I remember it was between Michael Jordan and I believe Dominique Wilkins. It was the slam dunk contest. And my boyfriend at the time, Terry, had told me to watch it because he had these shoes. They were so ugly to me. Okay, they were so ugly to me. They were some red and black Air Jordans. I think that's what they were called. I thought them was the ugliest shoes. So he said, "You don't know who these is? These are Michael Jordan shoes." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "I don't know who that is." You know. So he told me to watch the slam dunk contest. So I caught toward the ending of it. I think it was the last round, and they were tied. I want to say it was Dominic Wilkins because it was whoever the player was. Tall Chocolate Brother uh, had on a red or orangish. I think it was the Seahawks. I think it was. I think it was the Atlanta, whatever the Atlanta team is. I remember the jersey in my head, and they was tied. And this man, Michael Jordan, jumped from the free throw line. It's like the crowd was in slow motion. He had that ball in his hand and he was just floating through the air from the free throw line and hit. I was like, oh snap, what are those on his feet? After that, I was hooked. Honey, thank you. I was hooked. I was like, I need me some of them. Those are fly as, well, I can't say the word I said because that's when my mama realized I wasn't watching the dishes like I was supposed to be and I was watching TV. So, yeah, so I was like, okay, my next paycheck, I'm going to get me some of them. So the problem was, and I'm telling y'all this because we get ready to get into this conversation of this slang, this lingo of the culture. So I'm telling y'all this because I caught myself going to Foot Locker to get me some of those shoes. Honey, I gets down there. At the time, I wore a 5 in youth. I didn't know. So I just down there thinking I'm gonna get me some of these J's, as they call them. Hi, Miss Angie. And honey, they's like, ma'am, we don't they don't make a shoe in your size. What you mean they don't make that shoe in my size? What you trying to say? They's like, ma'am, they only make them in men's sizes. What you mean they only make them in men's sizes? Hey, Samantha Cox. So that's when he said, okay, look, let me tell you something. Yes, I remember Elise's. I said, he said, ma'am, look, this here is a kid's shoe, okay? And I'm like, oh, do I look like a baby to you? He's like, no, ma'am, just listen to what I'm saying. He said, this is a kid's shoe, okay? Try this on. I guarantee you it's going to fit. And the only difference in the kid's shoe and the men's shoe was it was a slight color along the back rim or something like that. So once I tried it on and I could fit it, I'm like, oh, it look cute on my foot. Okay. And then he told me that shoe was $50 cheaper. So that was my very first pair of Air Jordans, honey. You couldn't tell me nothing after that. I've had several pair after that. Do I still have any? Yeah. Every now and then, I'm one of those people. I don't buy to keep up with the trend. I buy what I like. Cause y'all know how I am. I see that outfit in my head or that bag in my head. I see that shoe and I be like, ooh, that'll go with such and such and such. And that's how that's. How many of y'all remember the Brahmin passion fruit and the shoes I bought to go with them? Do any of y'all remember that video? If you don't, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find that video and I'm gonna put it up in my community tab, okay? Cause some of y'all remember me getting those shoes to go with them. So basically, I said all that to say is that some young men and young women are into the sneaker culture, okay? And I call it culture because for some people it's a way of life. Okay, so right now, today, what I promised y'all, so because Christmas time is coming up, and this is when, like I said, is a good Christmas gift for a young man or woman or significant other who is into shoes. You need to know what they saying because to get the gist of the gift, you gotta know what they're talking about. Because you can ask one of them, well, what do you want for Christmas? Yo, see, I seen these kicks that was fire. You know what I mean? You know, they were some J's and the colorway was so cute. Oh, I have to have those. And they tell you what they are and you like this. And then you go away trying to remember what the heck was they talking about. For real, for real. Just like us, when we were coming up and we would say certain stuff and our parents would look at us like, I remember the first time I used the word fly. My mom was like, what, you flying somewhere? You know what I'm saying? Remember fresh? Yes. So, so back to what I was saying, like Sissy Carmen Hawkins said, sometimes the shoes are so expensive. Christmas time is the only time a lot of times our parents would buy them. My parent included. If I got shoes, I think I got shoes one time, but they was K-Swiss. I didn't get nothing else. I maybe got a sweater. Y'all know the usual, a watch. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because as you got older, they didn't buy you a lot of stuff for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm saying all that to say, let's get into this sneaker culture terms. So, if you're talking to your young niece, nephew, granddaughter, grandson, or whoever you buying for, you'll know what the heck it is that they're talking about. Okay? And this is from an auntie's point of view. Now, you can do your own research if you want to, but I'm one of those people that I try to keep up with the culture just so when I talk to my young nieces, nephews, cousins, and whatnot, I know what the heck they talking about. Okay? And I shock a lot of them when they realize I do know what I'm talking about. Okay? Those were the good old days. Fresh and fly and honey. Okay, so first of all, let's start off with highs, mids, and lows. Okay? Highs or ups. What highs or ups is a high top sneaker. For some of y'all who remember, a highs, yeah. Highs or ups is a high top sneaker. Okay? Mids meaning is mid, like it's not as high as a high top, but it's not as low as a low top. It's in between. And then you got your lows or your low top sneakers. Okay? So what that means is the ankle height of the shoe. Back in the day, these are my notes. Back in the day, many shoemakers believed that the ankle height in a shoe was important when it came to preventing ankle injuries, which is one of the number one injuries like in basketball. So, back in the day, that's why players used to wear high tops like Chuck Taylor's when they played basketball. Okay? So, so basically, yeah. So that's what highs, mids, and lows mean. Okay? For the most part, I wish I had some sneakers. Okay. This is a low top. This is what I mostly wear. Okay. Um, so you see, my ankle is more than likely right there. Okay, when I put my shoe on, my ankle is more than likely right there. A mid comes about right here, right above your ankle. Okay, and I don't have a high top, but a high top comes about right here. Okay, high fly blue 86. So this is a low top, this is a mid, and then a high top. Most young men like high tops, especially if they play sports. Okay, most young women like low tops and mids. Okay, so it's whatever their preference is. Everybody has a preference, you know what I'm saying, for when they're playing sports or when they just styling them. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear them say a low, that's what they mean. When you hear them say a mid, that's what they mean. Would y'all like to see an actual mid shoe and an actual high top? Because hey, Google is my friend. I can show y'all. Okay, but we're going to get into that later. Okay, let's get some of these terms out the way. Okay, so cap or capping. That means basically lie or you're lying. Okay, so if you watch a YouTuber and they say, man, dude over there be capping, he ain't got them shoes. Dude over there lying, he ain't really got them shoes. I'm purse happy too. New Balance was recommended by my podiatrist. So for a long time, that's all I rocked was New Balance. And then when K-Swiss started making the cushiony insoles, whatever, that's what I was rocking. For real, for real. Okay, so that's what cap or capping means, okay? Then you got the word cop, not to be confused with the word cap. Now, if y'all are in the handbag community, y'all already know what cop means. That means securing. That means you bought it. Or in other words, securing the bag. That's what cop means. I copped that bag yesterday. I copped them shoes on the app. Okay? That's what cop means. Okay? Now, here's a word that you probably not used to hearing. Colorway. What does colorway means? That means the color combination on a shoe. That's what colorway means. So if you hear them say, well, I like that red black colorway, or I like that red colorway, that means it's red with a different color. Okay? For instance, we're going to go back to the New Balance. The colorway on this shoe is teal green, what is this? Highlighted yellow and pink. That's the color combination on the shoe. This is that's what a colorway is. Okay? So if they say, because some shoes, it might come in the same style but different colors. It could be, because we'll get to the minute about the Jordans. It could be a Jordan 6. But trust me, they've made Jordan 6s in so many different colorways. It could be red and black. It could be brown and blue. I'm just saying. Jordan 4s, they got some called Lightning. The colorway on it is yellow and black. Okay? That means some of it is yellow and the other ones is black. So the color coordination on a shoe, that's what colorway means. Okay? So let's see. A classic, aka OG, aka old school. That means a classic style shoe. Chuck Taylor is a classic style shoe because Chuck Taylors have been around since the 70s. Okay? Okay. 70 ladies, shout out. Hey. OG, for those of you who don't know, means original gangster, which basically means timeless classic, one of the first. Okay? So that's what that means. Old school means something back in the day. Meaning something they used to do back then, you know. Miss Angie, you got Chuck Taylors in every color. Child, go ahead. I can't really wear them anymore because of my arch. Want. I know because they be having some cute ones. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's a word for you: drip, aka rock. If you know what y'all know, sometimes I say if you want to rock that, rock on with your bad self. Okay, drip means the same thing as rock, meaning something that you feel looks good or stylish that you would wear. That's what that means. Hey, I understand because, like I said, we're addicts for a lot of us are addicts when it comes to these bags. Some people are addicts when it comes to these shoes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hi, Tyrus Makeup and Handbag. Yeah, like I said, work be having me busy, but I will be here on Friday for Real Friday PSA. For real, for real. Oh, yeah, mine too, Carmen. That's why I can't wear them no more. I have plantar fasciitis. Yeah, that's why I will have a lot of New Balances and K Swiss. All right, so we all know what drip mean, right? Okay, moving on. Drop. What that means is when a shoe is released, a new shoe. You know how Dooney sometimes releases a new bag, or Coach releases their new spring line, or Brahmin releases a when they drop their new spring line. That's what drop means. It means release when they release the new shoe. Okay. Now mostly you will hear drop in conjunction with some type of app, some type of store. You know what I'm saying? Nike is one of the most popular shoe brands out right now, but they have other popular brands. K Swiss. Well, K Swiss isn't as popular as they used to, but it's still a name brand shoe. Adidas, Reebok. Basically, those are the top three: a Nike, Adidas, Reebok, in that order. In that order. And they have other brands out there. Trust me, they have some you ain't never heard of. For real, for real. Okay, so moving on. So drop. Fire, aka fresh. So you know what fresh mean? That's the new word for fresh is fire. Man, that bag is fire. Ooh, them shoes are fire. That means those things are tight. Those things are hot. Them things are happening. That's what fire means. For real, for real. Okay. So fit. When I coordinate, you know me, my fit, my shoes got coordinate. That means your outfit. Okay. So that's what fit means. I know fly boo. All right. Flip. Okay. For those of you out there who know about resellers, that's when you buy a shoe to resell. Or, well, that's what usually flip means. You reselling a shoe. Some people buy shoes just to resell them. Okay. And that's where we come in with resale. You sell something after you've bought it. Now, this is the thing. A reseller is a person who consistently sells shoes in the secondhand market. Kind of like when they do bags. Y'all know how it is when they drop a new bag. Like right now, the latest, most popular color out right now with Brahmin is ultraviolet. It's a beautiful purple. When they released it, that color sold out on the Brahmin website. And then guess what? You saw it pop up on eBay. You saw it pop up on Poshmark, or you saw it pop up on Mercari, secondhand sites, resellers. How many times have you been to the outlet and you see this one person buy 10 of one item, 10 of one bag, 10 of one shoe in different sizes? Reselling. Same thing in the shoe world. Now, this is the thing, and I'm going to say this. In the shoe world, to me, there's nothing wrong with reselling an item that you bought that A, it didn't fit and you can't take it back and get a refund because you probably bought it secondhand. B, you accidentally bought more than one, or somebody bought it for you as a gift, and it's too late for you to take yours back to the store, but you don't want to return the gift that somebody bought you, or C, you can no longer wear it and it's just sitting in your closet collecting dust. What's wrong with reselling it? Now, there are some professional resellers. Those are the people that we don't like. Okay? Those are the people that when they drop something and you're trying to get it, or when something goes on sale and you're trying to get it and you can't get it because the resellers done bought it up, and then you go on websites like eBay or whatnot, and you see that same item that you was trying to get for retail, they selling it on there for $200-$300 more. Them the people we don't like. Or I can't say necessarily don't like. I just, it just makes me, it just burns me up because I'm trying to get the bag too. I'm trying to get the shoes too. However, this is America. It's still first come, first serve. Now, this is what I hate. And I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. When someone passes away and people start selling their merchandise to make a profit, to me, you're profiting off of somebody's death. I don't like stuff like that. We may get into that later on, but as of right now, let's get on with these terms. Shall we? Okay, so we did fit, we did flip. Full run. Let's talk about sizes. Now, sometimes they will release a sneaker or a shoe only in women's sizes, or only for kids, or only in men's sizes. Okay? This is when you need to know what size you wear in men in case that happens. Or if you can fit youth sizes in case that happens. Okay? So, me, I wear a 9 or 9.5. Sometimes Nike runs narrow. I can safely say I wear a size 8 in men's in Nike. For real, for real. Only difference may be, can I wear thick socks with it or can I wear thin socks with it? Me, when I go try on shoes, I usually take 2 pairs of socks, but 9 times out of 10, I take a thick pair because to me, if I can wear it with a thick pair of socks, then I know I'll be comfortable in a thin pair of socks in that shoe. For real, for real. So, I used to wear a 7 in youth. So, if you wear a 7 and a 7.5, that used to be a youth size, but now I think they've kind of flipped that to the men's. That's a weird size to be in because sometimes you go, the shoe might be a youth size, and then sometimes, depending on the shoe, they might classify as a men's size, even though it used to be back in the day, 7.5 was a youth size shoe. Now the smallest men's shoe may be a 7. Okay, so you gotta find out what size you wear or what size whoever you buying for wears, just in case the shoe they want only had a size in women's. Now, what a full run means is that they made the shoe in kid size, youth size, women's, and men's sizes. That's what a full run means. For real, for real. Get that? Okay, full run. All right, we got that right. Okay then, we here. Okay. GS means grade school. Remember those youth sizes I was telling y'all about? That's GS. That's what that means. Okay, so gaudy. It's the same thing with a bag. It means the same thing. Bright, flashy, and not in a good way. which coincides with clunky, means big, oversized. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, clunky. All right, moving on. Kicks. I already told y'all kicks or shoes that you wear, sneakers, you know, whatever. Um, Taking a L or got a W. That means loss or win. So a lot of times when they release or drop shoes for the first time, like this is the first time, like say for instance, recently what came out was the Nike Air Jordan. I think they were 13s and the colorway was cool gray. Okay, they released them. They had an early drop on the, I want to say the Nike has two apps. They have the sneakers app and they have the regular Nike app. Okay, we all know what the app is. Okay, I'm sure. All right, Nike has two of them. So they had an early drop on the sneakers app. Some people don't know about the sneakers app. Some people only know about the Nike app. Nike app, sneakers app. Okay, so what they did was they dropped it, and it's so weird. So this is how it works for those of y'all who don't know. It's the same thing as a raffle. What a raffle is basically a contest, and if you win, you get a chance to purchase the latest drop, the latest shoe that dropped, whether it be a fit, a shoe, whatever. You get to, yes. I know, right? Normally when you hear raffle, that means you won something. Yeah, you won the right to purchase these shoes. That's what a raffle is. So on the app, what you do is they tell you what shoes are going to be released at what time. I can show you better than I can tell you. Okay. Remember I told y'all I signed up for the app so in case my nephew wants shoes, I could try to get them for him like for his birthday or Christmas. That's the reason why I was catching up with him. Okay. So today, let me see if I can turn my screen down right quick. So today, the Nike, what is it called? Patches? That's what I call it. The Air Jordan 3 Patchwork. Okay, this is the shoe right here. Y'all see it's sold out. Okay, so let me see. So this dropped today. As you can see, it's $130. When you see that, that means they have some pairs in stock. So let's go to a pair that hasn't dropped yet. Okay. So these are, I could have sworn these dropped already. These are the Air Jordan 1 Almond Years Sail and Burgundy is the colorway. This is a high top for those of y'all who was wondering. This is a high top. Sail and Burgundy. Sail, Burgundy. That's the colorway. Okay? As you can see, you can heart it so that way it be in your favorites. And then it says notify me. So what you do is you click notify me. And so when that shoe gets ready to drop on this app, it's going to notify you and it's going to put you in the raffle to buy the shoe. It's going to notify your phone. And when you click on that link to come, you're going to see a countdown. I'm so serious. This is for real. If y'all do not believe me, Google is your friend. Google that mess and it'll come up to a YouTube video. And then you'll see these sneaker people waiting in line to buy their shoes. Some of them have bots to help them buy the shoes. That's what the resellers do. And that's why a lot of times they don't like the professional resellers. Okay. And then once you in there, if you are successful, you get a chance to buy the pair of shoes that you want. Some people would just go on there and buy a pair. It don't even be their size because they know they can resell it. Now, there's this one YouTuber. I wish I could remember his name right off the top of my head. What he does is he call it the sneaker army. What he does is he try to get his size for himself or his wife or his kids first. If he's not successful, then somebody might have hit him up and say, "Hey, can you give me a size 10 and such and such and such?" So even if he's successful or he's not successful, he tries to help other people get shoes. And what he does is he charges them what he paid for them plus shipping. He don't try to make money off of nobody. That's what I like about him. So him, that's why I say you can't say all resellers are the same and you don't like resellers, because he's cool. And once I remember his name, I'm gonna see if I can find it right quick for y'all. He is cool. I subscribe to his channel, um, because I like him. He's cool. You know what I'm saying? And you don't find many genuine people like that. Most people, they in the business of just selling shoes to make a profit. That's not what he does. Let me see if I can find one of his videos right quick so I can tell y'all who he is, because he is cool. I like him. I don't see it right now, but we're gonna keep on with these terms. Let me go to my subscriptions. Maybe one of his videos will pop up in the next 10 seconds. If I can't find it, then we just gonna keep it moving. There he is. Unbreakable Kicks. That's him. Unbreakable Kicks. He's cool, and he's out of Chicago, I believe. Yeah, I think he's out of Chicago. Cool brother. Like I said, if he does get him, hey, somebody might hit him up and say, "Hey, if you run across whatever at the outlet, can you get that for me?" And what he'll do, he'll pick it up for you. And only thing he gonna charge is what he paid for it plus the price to ship it to you. That's it. That's it. So that's why I say you can't say the same that about all resellers, because they're not the same. Okay, he's one in a million. All right. So let's get on to, we did Gaudy Kicks merch, aka merchandise. Self-explanatory. It's basically items geared to a certain event. Like, say for instance, you go to a concert and they might be selling t-shirts so you can remember the concert. That's merch. Okay? Posters, things of that nature. That's what merch is. I think we already talked about raffle, where they hold a contest for the consumer gets for the consumer, and if they win, they get a chance to buy a popular new shoe or merch, whatever. Okay, restock. What that means is more inventory. A lot of these terms are self-explanatory, but we just gonna go on. We just gonna blow through them. We went through resale, reseller, SBs. SBs are skateboard shoes, not to be mistaken for basketball shoes. They are totally different. They're two totally different shoes. Trust me. Okay. All right. Skip, aka pass. That means it's something that is not for you. Nah, dog. That's a nice shoe, but nah. I skip. I'm gonna skip that. You know, we not gonna cop that. Skippies, aka Bobos. Some of y'all know what Bobos are. Bobos, they make your feet feel fine. Bobos, they cost $9.99. But hey, I used to wear them. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's basically what Skippies are. They're Bobos. Okay, we talked about Stompers. We talked about Chuck Taylors, Chucks. Okay, so those are basically all the terms I got for y'all. Hopefully, y'all have been enlightened a little bit about terms and some of the way of sneaker life. Now, let's get into a few people that I think I should mention since we're talking about terms. Okay, we already talked about Chuck Taylor. Um, Virgil Abloh, may he rest in heaven. Please say a prayer for his family. Virgil Abloh recently found out he died, I think it was Sunday night, from a rare form of cancer. Virgil Abloh, if you don't know who he is, He was the first African American men's director for Louis Vuitton. Okay, nice. Heard he was down to earth. Every time, I've never heard anything bad about him. I'll just say it like that. And Virgil Abloh, um, when it comes to Nike, some of his shoes that he collaborated with Nike is the Off Whites. He has a brand called Off White. He also is one of the people responsible for bringing urban wear to the fashion houses. Him and Kanye West, I can honestly say him and Kanye West, um, when they did a collaboration for Louis Vuitton, like I said, he's responsible because if you notice, a lot of brands like Louis Vuitton, I want to say Chanel, Prada, they start making tennis shoes. Now you know, once upon a time they didn't make no tennis shoes. All they made was the mold. Y'all know I'm talking about dress shoes. You know, heels, things of that nature. But since I want to say about 2018, basically, yeah, he's one of the pioneers of helping to bring urban to fashion houses, urban wear to fashion houses. Cause think about it, a lot of this culture, a lot of the styles and fashion, it started in the urban neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, he died young too. Wasn't he in his early 40s? I want to say he was 43, 44. Oh my gosh. I was just like, man, I didn't hear about it until yesterday. And yesterday was the anniversary. It would have been Chadwick Boseman's, I think, 43rd birthday. Rest in heaven. Oh my gosh. We losing them young, y'all. 41. Yeah, that's young. That's really young. And he left for wife, kids, family, friends. Man, but if you don't know who Virgil Abloh is, Google him. Google is your friend. I'm famous for saying that. But yeah, Virgil Abloh, cool. I mean, wow. Okay. Y'all know who Kanye West is. Kanye West, aka do they still call Yay, whatever he want to call himself now. I refuse to call him God or whatever it is. Nah, we not doing that. Kanye West is one of the rappers that made collaborations. He's one of the first to make collaborations with major sneaker brands popular. I mean, even though I myself don't like them, Yeezys, and this is what I mean about some of these people, this is a way of life for them. They can resell one Yeezy for thousands of dollars. For real, for real. So I'm so for real. They have conventions. I'm so serious. Just like they have book conventions and stuff, they have sneaker conventions. They have where they trade and stuff. Some of these shoes hold their thank you. I'm press happy too. Just like LVs, they hold their value and increase in value over periods of time. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. Let me see. Travis Scott is another rapper. Houston native. Shout out H Town. What's up? Another rapper whose collaborations with Nike have been very lucrative. Travis Scott is the first rapper I know to have a McDonald's combo named after him. For real. Now I had heard of Travis Scott because I think he used to date one of the Kardashians, but when I go through McDonald's and I see the name, I'm like, Travis Scott combo. Who the heck is Travis? I know I done heard of him before. Oh Lord. Oh no, he ain't lost nothing. It's just on hold right now. It's on pause. But trust me, because he was supposed to have a release come out and they put it on pause. Trust me, he ain't going nowhere. If he does, I'll be very, very shocked as far as in the sneaker world. But as far as concerts, things of that nature, yeah, he lost out on some money. I do, and many of y'all might have heard of him because recently, earlier this month, he used to throw this festival called Astroworld in Houston on the grounds of where the Six Flags theme park Astroworld used to be. And basically, my personal opinion is they sold too many tickets because it was outside and it was so many people. Some people got trampled to death, some people died, and it's still an ongoing investigation. And hopefully the investigation can pinpoint what went wrong so it won't happen again. It was a very, very sad time. Very sad, you know. And the youngest victim, I think, was 9 or 10 years old. Now, when some people hear that, the first thing they think is, what was somebody that young doing at a Travis Scott concert? Hey, just like can't nobody tell you how to parent your kids, we can't tell nobody how to parent theirs. If they felt like they could take their child to the concert, even though I wouldn't have taken my child to a concert knowing some of the lyrics to some of them songs, that's not me. That's them. In any event, no parent takes their child to a concert knowing that they're gonna not gonna be come home that night. So in any event, whatever happened shouldn't have happened, and hopefully the investigation pinpoints what happened, and the promoter gonna have to do better. For real, for real. You can't put this all on Travis Scott. Not saying he doesn't have any responsibility because he does as the artist, but for the most part, the venue, the security, all of that is usually handled by the promoter. The artist basically gets paid to show up. He maybe make a few demands, and they're supposed to go over things with him to make sure everything is in order. But the one thing I can say about that is that if something happened at a prior Astroworld event, we should have been looking to do better at this event, especially if this company has had issues in the past. You have to be careful of who you do business with. And we're going to leave that right there because I ain't come here to get on no soapbox about that. But anyway, I just hope that they pinpoint what happened so it don't happen again in the future, and that they make this right for these families out there. Y'all, please continue to pray for the people that lost loved ones and the people that got hurt in this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's getting a lot of backlash, but he's doing the right thing. He's canceling shows because he's supposed to perform at some show. I can't remember what it was, but he canceled that. He wants to take care of business first, and I can't admire that young man for that. For real, for real. Because a lot of times it's not all about the bag. It's about making sure your fans are safe. Yeah, for real, for real. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, I just had to mention him because he's one of the popular. He makes popular sneakers. You know what I'm saying? And right now, because of the incident, some people are holding on to their shoes. Some people are selling them. I don't know. Okay. So, Vashti, I think is how you pronounce her name. She is a DJ. People look to her for fashion. She is the first woman to collab with Jordan to design Jordan sneaker. For real, for real. Yes. Girl power. Clink, clink. Okay. And Alayli May, she's the second woman to collaborate with Jordan to design a Jordan sneaker. Girl power. Clink, clink. You know what I'm saying? Now, many of y'all may have heard of Alayli May because she's also into fashion, designing. Um, she's done designs. You might have seen her at Fashion Week this last year, but she's collaborated with Jordan to design some fashion. Period. She's collaborated with a lot of people as far as fashion. She's dressed some people like Jaden Smith. Um, I'm trying to think. She's dressed a lot of people, just like Virgil Abloh, but she's from California. But really cool. Check out, like I said, YouTube. You can YouTube these two ladies, and you can see the collabs that they have done with Nike. Um, and last but not least, can't go nowhere without talking about the man, Michael Jordan. If you don't know who Michael Jordan is, where have you been? Okay, for real, for real. Michael Jordan, a famous basketball player. How many rings he got? 6. Has won 6 NBA championships. I mentioned him in the beginning when we first started this. And Michael Jordan is the founder, creator of one of the most famous, iconic Nike shoes, which is the Jordan, aka J's. Now, this is where we gonna end it with the education of how many different styles of Air Jordans are there. Okay. Okay, good. I was right. 6. 6 championships. Okay. So let's do it like this. You know how Dooney makes the classic, medium satchel. They might make that medium satchel, but every year they might make it in a different color. Okay. Well, retro means something, previously made. Okay. So, Michael Jordan, let me see if I can pull up the website. Okay, here we go. Right quick, we're going to look at how many different pairs, styles of Jordan shoes there are. Y'all ready? This ain't going to take long because we're going to scroll. All right. 1, 2, 3, which is my favorite. That was my first pair. 4, Air Jordan 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Remember the cool grades I was telling you about? Air Jordan 11 cool grade. Okay. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm so for real. Y'all, I know some of y'all like, is she still counting? 19, 20, 24. I'm so serious. These are the different styles of Air Jordans. Now, what they mean by retro, you can't make this stuff up. Okay? So, remember I said Air Jordan, it was a what? Air Jordan 4 Lightning. What that means is Air Jordan 4, that means this style. Lightning is the colorway, meaning part of the shoe is yellow, other part of the shoe is black. That's what that means. Jordan 3. Jordan 3. This is the original colorway. That's my original shoe. They have a shoe like that that's denim. Different colorway. So if they drop, they say, ooh, they coming out with a new Jordan 13 colorway, I don't know, lightning strike. Okay? So what that means is Jordan 13 is the shoe style. And the colorway, see, red, I'm just gonna call it lightning strike. Red and black, that's the colorway. Okay? So that's how you know. That's how you know. Yes, those were the Space Jams. I forgot which number those was. Been on here an hour, so we ain't gonna keep y'all a little bit longer. But yeah, but now LeBron James, he has a sneaker deal. And remember, Kobe Bryant started off making his sneakers with Adidas first, and then he went to Nike. For real, for real. Y'all remember them puppet commercials? Oh my God, I used to love those with LeBron and Kobe. Anyway, I hope y'all have enjoyed Auntie explaining sneaker culture terms to y'all. If y'all have any questions, y'all can hit me up on Instagram, on Facebook. Y'all know me. I'm here. I'm here. And don't forget to thumbs up this video. I really appreciate y'all. Yeah, I think it was 8. Um, I really appreciate y'all coming and talking to me. And like I said, y'all have any questions, y'all can Google or y'all can YouTube. Like y'all see me here, y'all can YouTube. Trust me, there are plenty of people out there. Okay? If y'all want some recommendations of shows to watch to get more information on sneakers or just to watch for enjoyment, I got at least 3 to 4 YouTubers or YouTube channels that I could recommend that I really enjoy, and that's how I get my information on what's coming, what's dropping. You know what I'm saying? And I think y'all all know what a plug is. I have a plug. My cousin. Shout out to DJ. Hey boy, thank you. I That's my little cuz. I love him. I love all my family. But yeah. So if y'all want some recommendations of YouTubers, like I said, I have 4. I can put them in the information section of this video, and I can put it on my community tab. Just give y'all a link to that channel, and you can watch them and enjoy them. One guy's in Atlanta. I already showed y'all Unbreakable Kicks. And then there's 2 more channels that I watch them faithfully for informational purposes and because I enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I'll be here on Friday for Real Friday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Love y'all. See y'all on Friday.